We are on our way to Chatsworth House in the Peak District, except Gail doesn't have a clue at the time this photograph was taken. We've stopped at Rutland Waters, where we've taken breakfast.
We had seen fields with some poppies, but never a vast field like this, so a stop was needed, not only to admire the view, but to take a few photographs. Chatsworth House has a series of dramatic fountains, all gravity-fed from a reservoir in the hills. This is the main cascade, which is about 150 yards from top to bottom.
We sat for quite a long time alongside the cascade, listening to the gentle murmur of the water. When the cascade is fully switched on, water comes through the roof of the dome and down over the dome and out of outlets on the guttering and roof. It's a pity that they didn't have enough water today to let that happen.
A view of Chatsworth House from the summer house at the top of the main cascade. There are acres and acres of gardens and walks, and we explore just a fraction of what is on to offer. The gardens are full of surprises. Here is a shaded resting point, a place for a lover's tryst. People are very cooperative, and those waiting to go in for a look around stayed out while Randall got his photograph.
This pond is above a series of streams that feed the vegetable garden.
Lakes and ponds abound. In the garden, thistles do not seem out of place.
The only foxglove we saw in the whole time we were there.
One of my wishes was to be photographed in a field of daffodils. When I saw this field of wild flowers, I just knew that I wanted another wish photograph to be taken.
We relax on the main lawns. With this sort of colouring, we can hardly classify him as an LBJ. Little brown job.
This little robin came up so close to us, yet we had no food to attract him with. Lupins as far as the eye can see.
As we were to discover, this fountain has a hollow golden globe in the centre, which fills with water. The weight of the water pushes against springs and closes the petals. Then a mechanism releases the water, as you can see in this photograph. And if you go to the next photograph, you'll see what happens when the unweighted globe is pushed up by the springs. A stately tree in a stately garden.
The delightful Victorian whimsical fountain, the weeping willow tree. It's made of bronze, and as you can see, it is another of the many fountains in the garden.
Hidden amongst the hugeness of the estate are little gems like this one. It's about the size of a little fingernail. The main fountain, a huge plume of water, pushing 150 feet up into the sky.
In an English country meadow, the gentle breeze which has been blowing during our visit rustles the taller grasses. As we walk back to Scoot at the end of a day surrounded by beauty and wonderful plants, we take a last look at that grand cascade.